of Kings, Lord of Lords, you are holy, 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 holy.
Hey everybody, it's Roxy, Kyler, and Eli. Today we heard Pastor Tim talking about how to be good stewards. And we thought that there would be no better story to tell than the creation story. So how can we care for creation? I wonder, what is the biggest gift that you have ever received? What is the biggest present or the best present that you can think of? Sometimes we get a gift or a present that is so big that we don't even realize that it was a gift. That's kind of like nature and creation for us. God made this beautiful creation that we are still exploring, and oftentimes we forget that it was a big gift to us and that God trusted humans, which are very good, to care for it. So today we will be reminded of this beautiful, amazing, awesome creation that God designed and that we are called to be stewards of. In the beginning, there was nothing except for a lot of darkness.
Black.
It's black. But in this darkness, there was a big smile. God was happy. God had a plan.
Black.
God was going to create.
Just black.
On the first day of creation, God divided the darkness and made light. And I don't mean just the light in a light bulb or even the light in the sun, but I mean all the light that is light.
That's black.
And when God saw the lightness and the darkness, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the first day of creation. On the second day of creation, God made water. And I don't mean just the water in my water faucet or in my water bottle. I don't mean the water in the rivers or the lakes or the oceans, but I mean all the water that is water. Then God divided the waters from below from the waters from above with the firmament. Can you guys say firmament?
Firmament.
And when God saw the waters below and the waters above and the firmament, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the second day. On the third day of creation, God divided the waters with the dry land. And then God grew up and created all of the green growing things. And when God saw all of the water and the dry land and all the beautiful green growing things, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the third day. On the fourth day of creation, God created the sun to tell time during the day and the moon and the stars to tell time at night. And when God saw all the sun and the moon and the stars that would help us to determine day and night and tell time, God said, "It is
Good.
It is good."
Mom.
Then, on the fifth day, God created all of the creatures that swim in the water and all of the creatures that fly in the air. And when God saw all of the creatures swimming in the water and all of the creatures flying in the air, God said, "It is
good.
It is good." On the sixth day of creation, God created all of the creatures with 4 legs, like animals, like dogs, cats, cows, goats, and all of the creatures with 2 legs.
And pigs.
And pigs, yeah. Like you and me. And when God created humans, God said,
It is
"Very good. You are very good." And that was the end of the 6th day. Whew. That was a lot to create in 6 days. So on the 7th day of creation, God rested. God created the day of rest. Oftentimes we call this the Sabbath day. We go to church on this day, but you might do other things on your Sabbath day or your day of rest. Maybe you read a book or listen to music, or maybe you go out in nature and you go hiking, or you go to the beach or the lake. I wonder, what is it that you like to do when you rest? I wonder what your favorite day of creation was.
Mine was the growing.
The green growing things. Kyler was the green growing things.
I like the moon.
And Eli likes the moon and the stars. I wonder if there's any days that we can do without. Like, we don't really need the day of rest, or maybe we don't need light and day. Or maybe we don't need the moon and the stars if we have the darkness and light.
Maybe we don't need water.
Do we need water? Yeah, we need water. And do we need light?
No.
You don't think so?
Yes.
How would the plants grow? How would the green growing things grow? But what about the fish? Do we need fish?
Yes.
The birds got to eat. Another big fish got to eat. We got to eat. I wonder.
Some hawks.
In hawks eat, yeah. I wonder if you could put yourself in one of these days. What day would you put yourself in?
I would put mine in the rest.
Kyler would choose the rest day. Kyler would choose the rest.
Moon.
And you just really love that moon.
The full moon.
The full moon. Yeah, it is a full moon. Please stay tuned for our next video where I'm going to do a tutorial on how to get started creating with our great creator a creative way of thinking of your garden. So we like to take our food waste from our kitchen, and instead of just throwing it away and it ending up in the landfill, we like to try to grow food from those food scraps. So I'm going to do a quick little informational video following this to see if maybe y'all want to save your avocado pits, your seeds from your plums, your peaches, your lemons, your pineapple top. Maybe you can try putting it in the ground and seeing what is created from what is potentially waste. And then how can we be good stewards of that? Enjoy! All right, everybody. So maybe you don't have the space and the outdoor area that we have at church, even if it's a small contained lot. Not much grass space, not much area to grow and to dig in the dirt. I want to show you some ways that we can do this that's pretty easy and low cost, and that anyone can do, no matter if you live in an apartment, a house, whatever that might be. So just some options right here. These are some pots. This is a turmeric, and we can actually dig this out, and you can see that this is just a turmeric root right here that I got from the grocery store, and it had little sprouts on, and I just put it in the ground, and it builds up it grows these little shoots right here, and we just keep it in the ground. Eventually we'll harvest it and then have fresh turmeric in our kitchen again. Then this is a pineapple, and we just took it off the top of the pineapple. You can see all these roots down here. That was as easy as just twisting off the top of it, sticking it in the ground, covering it up, watering it, and then the pineapple will actually have a stalk that comes out through the middle, and the pineapple will grow in about 2 years, so it's long term, but pineapple will grow from the top of it right there. And then maybe you're just making some fresh lemonade and you take the seeds out of something anyways. Go ahead and throw it in the pot and see what grows. These are all little lemon plants that grew from seeds from a lemon that we had in our kitchen. So again, these are also reused pots. A lot of people in our neighborhood just toss these out once they transplant them. So I just grab them, and we do avocado pits in them, kind of anything, ginger, onions, sweet potatoes. So really just think about, instead of wasting your kitchen scraps, go ahead and put them in the dirt, in the soil. Put them in a sunny window in your kitchen, maybe if you don't have a balcony, or if you have an apartment balcony. Put these out there and just water them a couple times a week, and that should be good to go. If you are then growing your garden and want to get into seed saving, a great way to care for our creation and for our environment is by saving seeds. So you can see I've packaged some from our Eastside Church garden, some sunflower seeds. These sunflowers were about 8 to 10 feet tall this year and gave us a plentiful bounty of sunflower seeds. This is the second year that we've saved seeds and regrown them in our garden. So the nursery replanted them, and then we'll do the same thing next year. And what a wonderful story and history to tell that this is the third year of planting these sunflower seeds, and that our little hands can be part of that. I also have some from another school, so some watermelon that has a garden that was shared with me. We've saved some carrot seeds this year from our garden. So if seed saving is something that you're interested in, let me know. We would love to share some seeds that we got from Eastside's garden this past year, or maybe you're just starting out your garden. We would love to help supply some of those seeds for you. And then maybe if you really want to dig deeper into this topic, there are wonderful books out here. Here's just one of them. Google or YouTube or look on Amazon for books, and you will find a plethora under the search of permaculture or sustainable gardening. Those two key words will show you how we can be in relationship with nature and with creation and make smart decisions in terms of how we interact with the world, with the soil around us. How are we planting things that have multiple purposes? How are we harvesting the rain, making compost, allowing less things to go to waste and to just end up in our landfill, while also nourishing our bodies and souls?